I love you.
I know.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Welcome everybody to I Love You.
I know.
My name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is the one and only podcast from the prolongedengagement.com. You can go to the prolongedengagement.com to see all of our everything. You can also go to youtube.com/the prolonged engagement show. That's where all of our videos are posted, and that's where you can find this video, this podcast in video format, posted every Monday at noon. If you go to the prolongedengagement.com, that is also where you can find links to where we post this in audio format. Oh my goodness. Sneeze crazy. Sneeze crazy. So you can either watch or you can
listen
however the hell that you feel.
Unfortunately, if you listen, you will not get the jump scare warning. Oh, which takes us, never mind, into the news.
At any rate, all right, let's start this day off with news because we haven't played. Other than the good news that I have. I was actually able to get a pre-order of that PSVR. I was able to get it on Target.
So you will be seeing lots and lots of Let's Plays from us
I'm hoping,
when it comes out.
Yeah, it's coming out this Thursday, the 13th. I am really looking forward to this one. Really, really looking forward to this. I've already pre-ordered Eve Valkyrie and... Russia Blood. Right. Until Dawn Russia Blood, and I pre-ordered Batman Arkham VR.
Yeah.
I'll also be getting Job Simulator, which, oh my god.
I want to play that.
Oh my god, I want Job Simulator so badly. That's like the one that I've seen, I've
seen Mark play it. I've seen Jack play it.
I need that in my life so much. And the guys that I watch, the Kind of Funny guys.
Oh, they played it too?
Ended up putting they've played Job Simulator.
Okay.
Whether or not they've put out, I didn't check to see what they released today for because they're doing Let's Plays of all it because Sony gave them headsets before.
Okay.
So a lot of the
stuff they can't
reviews
talk about
have come out. In the past week.
Okay. They told me there's a lot of embargoes out, though.
Oh, yeah. Still a lot
Then
of
they say that
embargoes
to the people.
I don't think that they can talk about Job Simulator yet, as far as PSVR goes.
Oh, okay, PSVR.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that they can talk about Eve Valkyrie as far as PSVR goes. Yeah. Even though these games have been out for Oculus and Vive, Eve Valkyrie being out for Oculus, and I think Job Simulator was both Oculus and Vive.
Yep.
No, maybe not, because Oculus didn't have the
no,
motion controls, so only Vive, right?
Yes.
And since Eve Valkyrie just uses a regular controller, uses regular DualShock, the Oculus would be fine doing that. So.
Yep.
All right. So yeah. So I'm getting. So I was able to pre-order it, and I'll be getting it on Thursday.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I can put out some Let's Plays after that.
Yeah.
That should be really cool. I really wanna record you playing Until Dawn Rush of Blood. It's gonna be right up there.
Yep.
Right up there. All right. You want to get into some news stuff?
Yep.
All right. Have a few interesting ones.
How many? How many do we have?
I've only got 3, but these are
pretty baker's
good.
Dozen.
No, you can't do that.
Damn it.
They probably trademarked it this point.
No, they can't trademark a baker's dozen. That's an actual baking term.
I don't know. Well, they were able to take it, so I don't know. P.S. I love you, XOXO. If you're not a fan, you should be.
I made a reference.
Okay, so if y'all didn't know, and if y'all didn't know, you live underneath a rock. Hurricane Mathew had come through this past week, and
didn't hit us.
No, it was going to.
Yep.
was gonna hit us like today,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was gonna hit us today and tomorrow. 'Cause they were talking about
that's what it was
canceling my
projected
class.
as before when it was hitting like Haiti and stuff.
Yeah.
But, went up through Florida. All of our friends in Orlando got hit with it. So
Our friend in Charleston got hit with it.
your parents had to ride through it and everything. But some people, you can't. You just Floridians.
You can't fix stupid.
You can't fix Floridians, and you can't fix
What?
you can't fix Florida man Lane Pittman, who lives up near Jacksonville, and
They got
his
hit
video
hard, didn't they?
his video from Hurricane Mathew has gotten has been shared more than 300,000 times on
Oh,
Facebook
dear God,
alone.
why?
Because he decided to go out in the middle of Hurricane Mathew with a huge American flag,
Okay.
and then
it?
what?
Release it?
No, he just put the video to Slayer.
Only
Isn't that
a Floridian.
isn't that almost the best thing you've ever seen?
It's America and it's Florida
Yes.
in one little video.
Oh yes. Some people shared it saying, not the hero we asked for, but the hero we need.
Yes.
Others are saying, Trump out and put this guy on the ticket.
Yep.
I'd vote for him. And then one was never change America, and then the YouTube
Yeah.
link. So, oh man, so good,
Yep.
so good.
Yep.
See that's Florida in a nutshell.
That is Florida in a nutshell.
It's people just being crazy in
Not giving a shit.
in life and death circumstances.
Yep.
It's
Wait,
just-
you told me to evacuate? Here, let me run outside
Me-
without a shirt on
Uh-huh.
and hold the American flag and headbang.
oh, it's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's 100%
it's
beautiful.
Florida.
And I commend Mr. Pittman for this.
Yes.
And I believe that he is a real American hero.
Yeah.
And we should.
He is not the hero that we wanted, but he is the hero we need.
He is the hero we need. All right, this is something that you already know about,
Okay.
but it was too good not to talk about.
Okay.
Christian mom hears hip hop
Oh,
song and
Jesus.
records her own 11-minute meltdown. Oh,
All the bitches
oh my god.
and the hoes. All the
We're the bitches. We're the hoes. Everybody knows the difference.
Where the ladies at? Where the hoes? Where the bitches? Every real nigga know the difference.
Oh, it's too good. So this woman.
I'm not watching it again.
Oh no. I wouldn't. Of course, I wouldn't make you watch the 11-minute rant on Facebook. It's fucking ridiculous. So this this
can-
self-described Christian mom named Crystal Pardito.
And she's raising 4 girls. I think she says that like 3 or 4 times in the video.
She is hip hopping mad after hearing a rap song on the radio that offended her ears and her sensibilities. She recorded an 11-minute video rant for her home in Woodward, Oklahoma, to let the world know about the evils of Norf Norf, a 2015 ditty recorded by Vince Staples. The tirade can be summed up in one sentence: "I cannot believe this stuff is on the radio." But leaving it at that wouldn't be any fun, now
No,
would it?
it's not.
Because this woman, her 11-minute rant isn't just a rant about saying, "Hey, what is this smut that I'm listening that is going into my ears and my little children's ears?" No.
She
I'm going to
reads
look up the
lyrics to
lyrics
this song
and
then
say every single word of that song. Every single word of that song in her 11-minute rant. It takes up like most of her
Oh, yeah.
rant is her just reading
Yeah.
the
And the really bad part about it is that at the beginning she goes, "Well, my little one is sitting over here, so she may climb up on my lap while I'm doing this."
Yes, so she's complaining that her little girls are hearing this awful rap
This smut
song,
on the thing.
which, by the way, had the curse words bleeped out, and she goes, we're not stupid here," is what she says.
And she reads them in
But
front
then she
of
reads,
the
and
child.
she's like, "Where the hoes? Where the bitches?" And she's saying it right in front of her tiny little child. It's like,
Yeah, and we know
you're
the
doing
child-
nothing for your child. You were saying those words now.
And we know the kid is probably like standing like right here because we see the little child's arm like reach out to her mom like once or twice.
And she's upset because this is on the top 10
hits.
hits.
And most of the time she has on like
Christian radio.
Christian radio
like Toby Mac
Mac
and Newsboys is what she says.
Newsboys.
Yeah. She says, "I remember listening to the top hits as a kid. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC. Those were the top hits when I was a kid. Nowadays, it's not the same. It's not the same at all." I give up. I just give up. I can't. I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
It's idiotic. It's ridiculous.
It's too much.
You're upset about the lyrics, and yet you read every single lyric in front of your kids.
I saw this on CNET, and somebody had posted they actually put her words to the beat of the song.
Yep.
So, it was gold. It was gold. It was great. Loved it. All right, so this is the last thing I picked out for you.
Okay.
I thought that this was this is what warms your heart. I know.
Okay.
It's
a story about a dog.
It's this kind of thing. No. It warms your heart is in like this is where I came from. This is where I grew up. Even though this is in Miami. So, mass brawl breaks out at a Florida Chuck E. Cheese restaurant.
I saw that video.
Oh, you did?
Yes. Why are you?
So, the restaurant chain Chuck E. Cheese advertises itself as a place where a kid can be a kid, but that only works if the adults choose to be adults. So that wasn't the case at the Chuck E. Cheese in Miami on Saturday.
Nope.
When several sets of parents got into a mass brawl, complete with screaming, pushing, shoving, and hair pulling, according to witnesses. It wasn't over the quality of pizza. No, it was because one person was looking at them.
Like, wasn't it over that, like, the husband was looking at some other guy's wife, and so the wife got jealous?
I don't know. When the news story that I'm reading is, Brawler told her that the fighting started, quote, because one person was looking at them, and instigating a problem that went up to them, and their families got involved, quote, according to the Miami Herald. So
Can she just sit here?
said the fight lasted about 10 minutes until the cops came,
Can she sit here?
and kids were running away and all that stuff. So.
Idiots.
However, the restaurant chain is not. It's not a. This isn't uncommon for
No.
Chuck E. Cheese.
It's not.
In fact, in March of 2015, at least 5 people attacked employees at a Parma, Ohio Chuck E. Cheese because of a malfunctioning photo booth.
Yeah.
And in July of 2013, a Chuck E. Cheese in Long Island, New York, had a battle worthy of WrestleMania in which a woman brawler managed to throw a punch while holding a small child. This is America. See, this is why I don't go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. I don't think we'll ever take our children to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
I
feel like Chuck E. Cheese is only for like awful dads that don't really want to be involved in their children's lives, and they just take them there for the weekend, thinking that everything will be fine if they just play some skee ball and buy 'em pizza. It's also like that was the thing in Claremont where you'd go to, there was one park and it was like this big park with a bunch of
now it's gone.
Well, yeah, now the park's gone. But it was funny. It was like weekend dad retreat. The guys, the men who had every other weekend custody of the kid, like were just like, well, I guess we're going to the park.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like that's Chuck E. Cheese is
Is the equivalent
is the equivalent of that.
in large enough cities to have them.
Yeah, because Claremont didn't have a Chuck E. Cheese.
No, he still doesn't.
Nope, it does not.
Are you gonna lay down? No.
Still don't know why she's on the table.
She climbed up here
I still don't know why she's on the table.
because she's in pain right now, and I can't say no to her.
I guess it really doesn't matter.
We don't eat here.
We don't eat on the table. This table has mic stands connected to it.
It's
and,
impossible to eat here.
Yeah. I guess it's
40 sits on the
I guess
table.
it's 1 o'clock in the morning now, right?
Yeah, it is. No. It's
15 till 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, God. My phone just went off and been like, you're supposed to go to bed. Anyway, I'm not going to bed. I'm going to stay up for the next 2 hours and put this shit together.
Yay!
For you people.
because we love you.
Because
And we want to say thank you to the new subscriber,
Who?
whoever you are, because we know we got a new subscriber. So thank you, and we love you.
Yeah, we're up to 23 now.
Thank you guys.
So
we love you.
23. Actually, last week's episode was actually
I know.
it hit really hard. I think it's
Because we were talking about PSVR.
it's because we were talking about PSVR,
Which
and
we're gonna do a lot more.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Next Monday it'll be PSVR crazy.
Yep.
I'll end up talking about it. End up talking about it for 3 damn weeks, and you guys
Yeah.
will be fucking sick of me talking about PSVR, and then I'll get more PSVR and more PSVR
And more.
And more PSVR.
Yeah.
And you guys will have nothing. You will
Be PSVR'd out.
you'll be PSVR'd out, and there's nothing you can do about it because I will not stop talking about that thing. I'm too freaking excited.
He's on the hype train. He's the conductor of the hype train,
I'm
and
too freaking excited.
he's not. The hype train is hard.
Hard. All right, guys. Well, if you did not know, and seriously, who doesn't know that we don't love a good haunt?
Yeah.
I mean, you're wearing a Terror Behind the Walls shirt at the moment.
I forgot. And I worked a haunt.
Yeah. And we've been going to Halloween Horror Nights since, year 17. So, I
Yeah.
mean, oh, no. I screwed that up, too.
It's 18.
It's 18. Darn it.
You said that now 3 times.
No, I thought see, at first I thought it was 16. And then...
No, because that was Carnival of Carnage.
No, Carnival of Carnage was 17. 16 was Sweet 16.
Oh, that's right. Sweet 16.
Then 17 was
17 was
Carnival
Carnival of Carnage. 18 was Bloody Mary. 19 was Fear.
No.
No, that was 20 was Fear.
19 was Silver Screens.
Silver Screens.
I remember that one. 21 was
21
Lady
was
Luck.
Lady Luck.
God only. Oh man, I don't know.
How
if
the
I
hell
can
do we
go.
know this?
I do not know if I can go. What's 22 then? This is mishmash of Jack.
That was Jack and Walking Dead.
A mishmash. And then there was a year where there was, no. Well, now with
Then
chances this
No
year.
Icon.
We haven't even
And
gone
then we
yet.
have Chance of this year. We're going to see that at the end of this season.
Yeah, we're going on Friday the 28th.
Yeah.
So, but
This weekend.
other than HHN, which is at the end of the month, we decided to do a haunt here in the DC area.
Yeah.
It's actually in Poolesville.
Yep.
Poolesville, Maryland, rather. It's called Markoff's
Haunted Forest.
And I was quite impressed.
I was too.
It was a tad expensive for my taste.
It was a tad expensive for what you got.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Especially because a petrified forest is what, $30 a person?
Yeah. And that's for both trails, I think.
And that's for both trails?
Yeah.
I mean,
And then
Eesh.
yeah.
And some people in Orlando were sitting there like, that's expensive.
That's expensive.
It's like, phew, oh man, you should come up here and go to Markoff's then, because it's, oof.
Come up here and go to any of the other ones because they're all very strangely expensive like that.
Everything up here is expensive.
I was like, when
even
I looked
Chipotle
at the,
is more expensive.
I know.
Almost.
So
by
let's
a
get
whole
on.
dollar.
So first thing we wanted to talk about it was the basic trails that we went on. They have a total of 4 trails. 3 of them are adult. The other one's for kids.
And each trail is actually you have to pay for them separately.
Yes, you'd have to pay for them separately. So they had Trail 1, which was called the Woods. Trail 2 was the Hollow, and then the Town and Funhouse. We didn't go through Funhouse. That was the kiddie one. So we decided to not to go on that one.
I wasn't wasting my money on it. So.
Yeah. So we went through Trail 1, Trail 2, and then Town.
Yes.
Through each trail, we ended up taking a break
The good
and
part
drinking
is
water.
the good part about it is because it was kind of cold, but we heated up real quick because it was the adrenaline was a pumping.
Oh yeah.
I will not say I will make no bones about it. It was
They got us some.
They got us
times.
pretty good a few times, and I will make no bones about that one.
I will say, so about Trail 1, we did like it because they used their surroundings very well. They had some very good scares.
Each of the trails you end up because it's on a working farm. But
Yep.
They have a wooded area out in the back.
I feel like they were like, you know what we need to do with this area? We need to make a haunt to make some extra money each year.
Well, I mean, if you're a working farm, the terrain doesn't really work for a farm.
No,
It really doesn't.
because it was really hilly back there.
It's really hilly back there, and the terrain just wouldn't have worked for planting anything or even
even just cattle.
yeah, which I think is
I think that's
primarily
what they do.
the farm is a cattle farm, because this place is freaking huge. What was it? Oh, so you kind of start off the front of the forest. It seems pretty flat there, and then but the minute that you go into the forest, immediately goes down.
Yeah.
Into like a valley.
And you're shoved into this valley that then
Yeah.
you're hiking out of the rest of the time.
Yeah, you end up like hiking out of it. There, one of the trails went over some water that was there.
Yeah, we had there was like a swamp. I think that was Trail 1 that had the swamp.
Yeah, because it had the dragon.
And it also had the bone dragon
bone dragon.
that got us both.
So
really well.
there was this big dragon head that was made out of bones, and
It got us so good.
yeah, it got us really good.
It's
it
cute.
came out because I saw the damn thing. I'm like, oh man, that looks like it's gonna pop out at me.
And
but,
I hear from him going, "Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no."
but I didn't think it was gonna pop out that far. It popped out
popped
all the way onto the platform. As in, I was holding your hand through the whole
like
thing,
holding hands like
and there was no room between the guardrail in the front of that dragon.
if you
that
got
thing
stuck
was
there,
all
you would have
the
been
way
hit
out.
by it if you got stuck there.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, now granted,
I
I don't
almost
think that
was-
I don't think that it was on a thing like where
stop
it would
it?
have like pushed you. I think it was more or less on like a kind of like a spring contraption where it pushed out. So if it would have
Hit
bumped into me or
something.
something, it would have kind of bounced back.
Yeah.
However, oh my goodness, that's
The fear it induced.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was interesting.
I will say the bad thing about Trail 1 was it was dread and pop.
Yeah. Well, it's a proven method.
It's a proof. If you don't know what I mean by dread and pop, meaning they set the scene, make it really kind of scary, make it dark, and then they pop out, make a loud noise, and scare you. So there's no character development. There's no like feeling behind it. Most of the time, people screamed at us.
Yeah, most of the time it was like a
It was either
yeah.
or a legitimate just scream,
Rah!
and I was just like, okay.
It's like okay.
I was like,
that only
I was like,
goes
that's
so
very
far.
childish, but good job for trying.
But not to say that shit don't work.
No, it gets you.
Shit works.
Pop it, dread and pop works. Then the second one I felt was much better.
Yeah, I thought that the second one was better.
Again, They used
It's the same type of thing, though.
They had a lot of dread and pop. But a couple of times they had a little bit more character.
Yeah, like
Little bit more.
the guy that told you a joke at the circus area.
The
or
circus guy
whatever.
was fantastic. He was a clown, and we ended up just waiting in line, and there was three people that we met, and they all were at least 6 foot something.
Yeah, they must have been, because I think every one of them was taller than I was.
They were at least 6 foot something.
I'm like 5'10", so.
So of course I look much. I
The
looked.
female might have been as tall as I was.
Yeah. I looked much smaller compared to everyone else. So it made me a target. And it was really entertaining, the fact that once they saw that, and the fact that I was in front, made it way too easy, because we had the guy with the skull mask who was like,
well, I had to go forward because you couldn't.
I have no eyesight in the
Well,
dark.
no, because you couldn't see where you were going either, and I didn't want you to like roll a damn ankle.
Yeah, I would have fallen and broken something.
Ugh.
But there was that one skull dude who was like, if you're giggling now, wait till you meet the witches. Which I loved, because it set the mood. I was like, okay, good job, dude. And then the clown was like, welcome to the big top, but everything must look big to you.
Yeah, it was stuff like that. Yeah, they actually were able to
Like,
say stuff. To you.
improv'd it and got it really good.
Yeah.
And got me really good with it. And then he made a joke about a cat. Like, how do you stop a cat from falling on its feet?
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Like, I wasn't expecting
How do you stop a cat from falling on its feet? You cut them off.
You cut them off. And so, like, I was not expecting this, but he pulls a knife on me and grabs me by the shoulder and puts it right up to me. I was not expecting that at all. I went, oh!
Yeah, they were touchy-feely there, too.
They were very touchy-feely. I got grabbed on my legs, on my shoulders. I got touched. And then in that clown area, in the circus area, that I thought was actually the best area of Trail 2.
Oh, yeah,
Because
absolutely.
everyone in there said things instead of just screaming at us. And they had kids.
What are you doing, dog?
Like, legitimate kids who, one of them was dragging around a baby doll. And I guess the group in front of us were like, no thanks, I don't want to play. And he goes, it's okay, baby. We'll play forever.
No,
And I was like,
I thought the kids did a good job
the
in there.
kids did so well. And so, like, I just enjoyed how they had more character than the other trail did.
Yeah.
And then to finish the night off, we went into the town. That was by far the best part of the night.
Yeah.
They had character. It wasn't just pop and scare. They filled you with dread and suspense and, like, put you in the most claustrophobic rooms
There was also some
ever.
Yeah, there was some psychological stuff too. So like, you first go in. There's like a sheriff outside, and he's like, "Well, we came and we settled these parts, and there were some gold, but we ran into some water problems,
and so we
and
kinda
everybody
got
went
it turned."
crazy." And they said, "Oh, you go ahead, go on in and meet my wife and be nice to her and whatever."
Yeah.
And she's like petting a cow's
A
skull.
cow's skull, calling it her baby.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
That was kind of weird. The guy, I was very impressed because he was like, "Oh, you're gonna meet my wife, Sarah." I was like, "Oh, my name's Sarah," and he was like, "Hey, honey, we got another Sarah. She came all this way to visit you." I was like, "Yes."
Yeah.
And then another time when I get scared and I'm trying very hard not to curse, I say Jiminy Cricket. And so a guy got me really good with a good snarl in my ear.
Yeah.
And I went and I freaked out and yelled out Jiminy Cricket. And he goes, Jiminy Cricket's not here.
Yeah.
My name's Wilbur. And he goes, I'm here for your service.
Yeah, that was good.
That
I
was
thought that
good.
they did yeah.
And then the little girl who was in that same room, she got me equally as well. Where she's like, and your hair is just so pretty. Please stay with me. I was like, no, I am not staying with you. I am good.
That started off with a corn maze.
Yeah, the
right?
corn
So
maze.
We had to walk through a corn maze, and then we got to the sheriff.
Yep.
Who said?
Yep.
like
And
you
then
said.
they threw us into a doctor's office.
There was
and-
like a crazy doctor.
And the doctor,
He was
We'll
talking
put-
to us, and
he
he
was
was
the
putting
best.
his hands on us and
He
touching
was
our
the
faces.
best. And not only did he touched your guys' faces like nicely, like with the back of the hand. No,
he grabbed my face. He put it like right here on the side of my face like that.
Oh, he did?
He had the those big
surgery gloves.
Yes, surgery gloves.
Yeah, apparently I was being rude because I was like I didn't reach out to touch his hand because they said don't touch the guys. And he's like, "You're being rude." And he throws a hospital bed across the room that we're in.
Yeah, they had a metal old hospital bed looking thing.
Which, if you're in a very tight space and he starts throwing shit, my first thing to do is run.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, he says I'm being rude. I really, really, really shouldn't move. And he ends up like grabbing my face and pulling it right up to his and being like, "I don't like when you're rude. You better be nice to me."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Just let me go to the next room, please.
Yeah. He did an awesome job.
He did a fantastic job. Kudos to him because he was out of this world. Fantastic.
And then they pushed us through. There was a
The
there was a
insane asylum.
mine area. There was an insane asylum area.
Mine, and then the final room, which I forgot the ghoul in the second trail. The giant animatronic ghoul
Yeah, that one
swooped out at you.
That was pretty scary. The mine got me probably.
The insane
whole,
asylum.
The whole town got me
was
more than
excellent.
More than anything
They
else.
set up the dread. They set up the suspense. And they set up the
their
fear.
areas are so compact too. So like you can't walk through there like
Without
definitely
being
ain't
close
no
to an-
ADA accessible like Halloween
no.
Horror Nights is.
But it was so well done, and I give them kudos to it because of how well done it was. In the insane asylum, please don't jump.
Oh, where's she going? Where are you going, dog?
Come on, baby. No, baby, come on. Get off there. Thank you. So, shit. Thank you. Oh, the insane asylum for me was the worst.
Yeah.
It was claustrophobic.
It had the
And-
padded white walls everywhere.
Padded white walls or black walls, so you couldn't see exactly what was going on. Some of the walls or floors were slanted, so it was uneven walking ground, and then they were slanted up and down, and you had to walk around, and like they were very. It was very intense.
They did great, great environmental horror at
Yes.
that point. Like you didn't know where you were walking or.
You were so lost in there.
They did a lot of those where they put you in. Well, those were in the other trails too, where they put you into these small crevices to where you had to walk sideways through this. I'm sitting there, feeling my way around because
then-
you're in complete pitch blackness.
And then, hello,
You
someone
know,
comes to touch your hand.
Somebody will, touch your hand. Your hand is out, and somebody will grab your hand, or you're walking and somebody's grabbing at your feet. Things like that. Just
It was horrid.
because you're already in a confined space. You can't run away.
No.
There's nothing that you can do. And then if you're in a group, because like you said, the three people that we were hanging out
Who were
with, we were
super
all like
nice.
holding hands throughout that entire thing. So we didn't want to leave the other.
No, we tried very
even
hard
though
to.
there was only one way through.
Oh, yeah.
At any rate.
Okay.
The town actually had
The town was-
characters that people developed. The actual trail of it was
Very.
I thought it was more put together.
It was much cleaner, I felt.
Yeah. Now, granted, the town, however, was a complete
It was off on its
a
own.
complete upgrade. So if
Yeah.
you had to buy a ticket to get in, and that was for one trail. You had to buy a trail no matter what. So not everybody did the town.
No.
And not everybody did two trails.
No.
So there were less people that went through the town. And I think that because of that, they were actually able to create that experience.
That much
You know,
better experience.
yeah, I think that they were able to tailor that experience to the lower amount of people that would
Yeah.
come through there. And I was sitting there going like, man, I hope that they don't put more than like 6 people at a time through that thing.
I don't think you could.
At the end, when they put us in a room, and this guy is like sitting at the end of the room,
And he asked.
he's opening he's got the door open, and he's like,
Do you trust me? Was
Yeah,
what he asked you.
says- He asked me, "Do you trust me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
He
And
goes,
so he goes,
"Bad move."
He was like, "Bad move," and closes the door. At which point, all the lights in the room go off, and I see a big opening, and I'm like, "Fuck this again!" And
This time though,
you know,
it was
like
so
something
much
is gonna
worse.
pop out at me
It
again.
was so much worse.
It was this gigantic rotating saw that was at the end of, and this guy was like pushing it ever so close to you. I mean, the thing must have been less than a foot from my face.
Oh yeah. And I
And
was
granted,
lucky.
This wasn't like a metal saw or anything.
No.
It was nice and thick. It was probably yay thick.
And
Probably
styrofoam.
6 inches
Oh,
thick.
yeah,
even,
yeah.
And it looked like it was made out of styrofoam or something.
But
So there was like no way that this thing was ever gonna hurt me. But you fucking couldn't tell that when your adrenaline was pumping.
Yep.
And
And you did really well. I was so proud of you.
yeah, I pushed you to the
You
to the
pushed
back.
me behind you
Yeah, so
and like stood in front of it. You screamed.
it was I was like, no, not again. It was because that was
But-
like the third. That was the fourth thing that
Fourth
had popped out.
animatronic.
You know, like pseudo animatronic thing that had popped out at me at the night. First being that
First
damn
being
dragon.
the dragon, second
And
was the
then-
ghoul.
No, the second one was that fucking like witchy lady looking one that stood up and then lunged out.
Yep.
I was not expecting that one at all.
I forgot about her.
And then there was that weird ghoul thing that was literally 8 feet tall.
Oh yeah.
And then the last one being the saw.
Yeah.
And the town was also where you had to get into like a tram and they had to like drive you out to somewhere. And so they were like, "Oh, did you tip your driver?" And then we were like, "No."
they were
and then they drove off.
Joked with us too, and I loved it.
So the town was definitely the best part of it.
Oh yeah.
And that was how much was that extra? 20 bucks?
25.
Okay, so it ended up being because we ordered it, it would have been $5 less if we would have ordered it like a couple days in advance or whatever. But it was $30 online or in person. It's the same. And so it
but
was
if you-
$30 to get in, and that would give you one trail.
Yes.
$30 a person. The town was an extra $25. And then if you wanted to go on the second trail, that was an extra $20.
Yeah. So it did get pricey, and we didn't even eat there. We ate beforehand, and
Well, because they did have this awesome thing. They had a fast pass deal. They said if you ate at one of the restaurants in Poolesville,
before
one of these ones that they let out, you were able to buy a fast pass for an extra $5 a piece.
yeah,
So
got you fast pass through one trail.
all in all, it ended up being like what, $80 a person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. But I mean, granted, this was the only thing that we were doing up here.
Yeah.
There's just really nothing else.
Yeah, there are a couple other haunts, couple in DC,
But not
couple
in
in
this
Virginia,
area, though.
but none here in Alexandria.
So
And-
and we had gotten this on a good recommendation
From
and
someone we know,
and also we looked up a bunch of reviews and people were like, yes, this is the real deal. So we're
Yeah.
like, all right. I looked up because remember what I was telling you? I was like, Eastern State. I mean, heads and tails over
heads and tails,
what.
how amazing it is.
Yeah. I mean, Eastern State Penitentiary, the Terror Behind the Walls, is the absolute most amazing thing.
It is the most terrorizing, scariest haunt
That-
we have
it's-
ever been to.
It's unfreaking real, that place. And so the most expensive ticket for 5 houses that you walk through at
Is it-
Terror Behind the Walls.
5?
Yeah, it's 5.
Thought it was 6.
It is 6, you're right.
Oh!
I done fucked up.
Can,
it is 6.
can you put in some music there? We're like, oh. Because I never get shit right.
So 6. Tell me how much the most expensive night would be.
$50.
40 freaking 5.
What?
That's the most expensive, and that is
For the
insane.
scariest friggin' thing I've ever been through in my life.
And so, those are the ones that's open. So it's Saturday nights,
Yeah.
15th, 22nd, and 29th. Those are the most expensive nights. And then it goes. The next one is 39, then 29. You can go on one night where it is $20 a person.
That's it. For 6
That
houses that
just-
will make you pee yourself.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm saying that honestly, you will pee yourself. There were people who did in front of us. Like,
But I mean, I'm sitting here going like, I don't regret paying the money for Markoffs at all.
it was fun.
I thought that it was a great experience.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a tad bit too expensive.
It was a tad bit expensive.
That for what you got, I thought. And then I'm
Yeah.
thinking like $80 a person. You're getting into Halloween Horror Nights.
That's Halloween Horror Nights money.
You're getting into Halloween Horror Nights money, and they have 9 houses to walk
They
through.
have 9 houses,
And I
scare
promise
zones,
you-
Bill and Ted's, an extra show.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting
You're
the bang for your buck factor is not here with
No.
Markoffs. Is not here at
No.
all.
but it's
However,
cute.
I was glad
really-
that I was glad that I did it,
Oh,
and and I did say it got me. It did
got
get me
me
good.
It
so
got me in the Halloween spirit. It made me happy.
It did get me good. All right, guys. Well, this was I Love You.
I know.
My name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah.
And you can see this show either in video or audio format every Monday at noon Eastern Standard Time. You can go to, you can find the video at youtube.com/The Prolonged Engagement Show, or you can go to theprolongedengagement.com. That's where you can find links to all of the audio versions. We are on iTunes. We are on Google Play. We are on Stitcher, on Player FM, on Pocket Casts. We're on anything that you could freaking
Yep.
imagine. So I have made sure that I've done so. And yeah, the audio and the video comes out the same damn time. Perfect.
Yep.
It's great. That's so great. So anyway, guys, we will see you hopefully at the on maybe on. Well, I guess it would be a Friday is when I would put out the PSVR stuff.
True.
So maybe
On
over
Friday. Maybe.
Maybe I'll like space them out, put them over the weekends or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Maybe we should do that so that then pre-record some.
Huh?
Because Mom and Dad are coming up, and then we're going back down to Florida.
oh yeah, we're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to
we're gonna have to record
pre-record
a
from
show.
Let's Plays and shit.
We're gonna have to record a show before the weekend. I
Yeah.
totally forgot about that one. All right, guys. Well, at any rate, we'll see you next week, Monday at noon.
Bye.
I love you. I know.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.